What is up, summoners? Welcome to the channel. Today it is Monday, which means it's time for another weekly opening, and this is no normal weekly opening. No, not the debacle that was last week's PHC opening only. No, we've got a 5-star basic, which I'll do that at the end. I'll pull up the kind of the list of the basic characters that are in this crystal right now, because there's some really good ones. So I'm very excited about that. While I talk about what I'm hoping to get, I'm gonna ease into this opening by popping a few PHCs here. I am about to finish 5.3. I've got my last chapter to get through right now, which I'm going kind of slow through it because, as you can see up top, I don't have a lot of units. In fact, I had I think about 100 units, maybe even a little bit less than that, and I opened about, I think, 20,000 battle chips worth of the arena crystals, and was very fortunate to get a couple hundred, about 150 or so, I think it was, units out of there. So it's been a very slow grind because I just haven't had the units there. So I'm trying not to die. I'm playing very conservatively, trying to keep myself alive so that I don't have to blow through a lot of units. Because I just frankly don't have them. So I was trying to get through 5.3 this weekend. I unfortunately didn't make it all the way through. I got the skill chapter done, and then I've got the last chapter to finish, which is the tech. One other thing that's slowing me down is 5.3.4 and 5.3.5, the cosmic chapter and the skill chapter. I don't know what I did. I guess I wasn't paying close enough attention. But in the cosmic chapter, I took the same route twice by mistake and didn't realize it until I was like halfway done. So I had wasted resources doing that. And then I almost did the same thing in the skill tree, or the skill class, excuse me, skill quest. There we go, I can't talk. I got everything done, and then there was like one tiny little path that I apparently missed earlier when I was running through it. So I basically ran 2 additional paths that I didn't need to run, which forced me to use a couple revives and some units that I otherwise would have been able to use for the final chapter. So had I not done that, I probably would be much closer to finishing. But today, I think I'm gonna try to get myself through the very last quest in 5.3. So this basic 5-star crystal that I'm opening is very important. Best case scenario is I finish 5.3, I pop open the 5-star awakening crystal, and it's a skill. I really want skill because I'm sitting on a 5-star blade right now at rank 3 that's unawakened. If I could awaken him, I will immediately take him up to rank 4. If I don't get a skill though, you know, I'm just trying to give myself other options. Because right now, as far as my 5-star characters go, I have trash. There's really nothing in there that I have not already ranked up that I otherwise would want to or awaken in any way. So if I don't pull a skill, I'm hoping whatever I get, I can kind of complement that by getting a decent 5-star character in the basic arena today. Which, again, I'll talk about all that once I get over to it. I'll pull up the picture because we just had a bunch of new characters that were added here in November to the basic crystal. In fact, I think it's probably the best month that we've ever seen as far as characters being added. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to pop these 5 because honestly, not too hyped about any of this. Yeah, I got a bunch of 2-stars. We're getting pretty close. Getting pretty close to basically every 2-star that we get is a duplicate. Okay, let's go ahead. Yeah, I'll just pop these open. Wow. How exciting. I tell you what, these PHCs, man, I don't know. They seem especially bad. Especially bad ever since GMCs rolled into the game. Okay, there they are right there. Yeah, 13 of them. Pop, poppity, pop, and okay, let's go back over into here. Grab all 3 of these. I don't mean to rush. I'm excited for that 5-star. It's basically why I'm blowing through all this. We might have got a couple. I think that Hawkeye might be max. Yeah, it's max sig. Okay. No, 2,500 units is way excessive for that 4-star. I believe they need to go in and readjust those things. Okay, we'll pop open. Really? Only one? I thought I had a couple. Okay. So as far as the 4-stars go, only have 1 this week. I guess I was a bit short. I don't know why I was short. I actually put in a little bit of effort into the arena this week, but Having said that, I actually did miss Nebula. I hope everybody else got her. Typically, when I do not follow my own cutoff advice, I live to regret it. I did that with Hood, I did that with Cable, and now I've done it again with Nebula. I had her cutoff estimate at 3.8. Was hearing everybody saying it's going to be lower than that, it's going to be low 3s, might even be down in the 2s, and so I thought, 3.4. It was like 3.45. I thought it was going to be enough. Ooh, I have a phone call. Sorry about that. Okay, we got ourselves a Nightcrawler. I think I actually pulled him in last week's opening as well. That gets him all the way up to signature level 80. Okay, whatever. We'll get Starkey someday here. All right, so 5-star. This is what everybody's here for. This is what I'm here for. We go over to. Where's that picture at? Okay, here it is. I've got it pulled up on screen. Hopefully, you guys can see this. This is the basic 5-star pool right now, which you can see. It has ballooned to, what is that? There's 5 down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, so there's 60. Then we had an additional 6 that were added here in November, so what is that, 66? Yeah, so the odds of pulling somebody decent are getting better. Every time we go into a new month, there's, you know, better and better characters that are added. Having said that, though, I currently am sitting on a Mystic, 5-star Mystic Awakening Gem. So if I pull, let's see, who we got in the Mystic class? So we got Dr. Voodoo, we got Dormammu, Hood, and Ghost Rider. Those are the 4 that if I pull any of those, I probably would use an Awakening Gem on, maybe not Hood. But yeah, if I pull any of those 4, I would strongly consider using the Awakening Stone, definitely on Dr. Voodoo. So that's kind of the Mystic class, but honestly, I'm kind of, I don't want to say I'm not hoping to get a Mystic. I'm kind of hoping to get something else just so I can kind of cover my bases depending upon what we get out of that Awakening Gem. Hopefully it'll be like tomorrow. I would fall out of my chair if I pulled a Hyperion or a Gwenpool. This month, in fact, I would take probably any character that's been released this month. I would take Cable, I would even take Howard. Looking back, though, kind of over the basics that have been in there for a while, Hulk I've been after. Ultron I wouldn't mind at all. Let's see here. Who else is in there? I'm just looking over very... Oh, Crossbones. I would love to get myself a Crossbones. Really strong character that does not need to be duped. Would love to get a Crossbones. I even wouldn't be, like, super upset if I pulled Beast. Because I kind of, like, low-key wouldn't mind getting, like, a Mutant Awakening Stone out of that crystal. Probably would use it on Beast. I don't know. I got a thing for Beast. I don't know if you can tell that or not. But anyway, okay, let's jump right back over into this thing. Enough messing around. It's basically, for me, basics. I don't see myself popping another featured until the earliest, maybe sometime in January. But yeah, we've got so many good basics that are in, or excuse me, so many good characters that are in the basic crystal right now, and so many that will be coming over the next couple of months that I don't really see a necessity for kind of popping a feature crystal. But that's just kind of my opinion. All right, let me grab this here, throw it in the hopper. Oh, okay. I'm a little bit nervous. I'm a little bit nervous that this is going to be another bad pull. I'm hoping that even if this doesn't line up with my Awakening Gem that I get out of the crystal, that it's at least a decent character that I can rank up. Because right now, I mean, I've got Blade, so I can't be upset with that. But the other basics that I've pulled have not been good for a while. So I'm going to pop this thing as soon as I see... I don't know, as soon as I see Dormammu. Oop, there we go. Okay, popped itself anyway. There's Hyperion.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
Oh,
no!
Break something so bad.
No!
Oh, no, man. Just let it simmer. Let it simmer. Rainbows, unicorns... Fluffy things, cotton candy, happy place, happy place, happy place. Okay, so let me give you a brief history of my 5-star basic pulls. Okay, 5 stars came to the game, and I started opening. My very first one was Rhino right here. Okay. And then I opened up my second, and guess who it was? It was Rhino. The third one I got, I don't remember, I think it was Magic, I don't know. Anyway, the fourth one I opened up, guess who it was? Rhino. Couple of crystals later, guess who I pulled? Rhino. Okay, so that was the beginning of my 5-star pulling history. You can see there he's at SIG level 97. He was rank 4 at one time just because he was so high. So then I finally got rid of the Rhino curse, and then I started pulling Ant-Man. And I pulled an Ant-Man, and then the next crystal I pulled an Ant-Man, and then we had a little bit of a break there, and then guess what? I pulled Ant-Man again, okay? So I've finally gotten away from the Rhino curse, I've gotten away from the Ant-Man curse, and I'm not going to say it's at the same level, but, so I pull Symbiote Spider-Man. The very next crystal, I believe it was, I duped him. Maybe it was like 2 crystals later, but then I pulled him now again. So in the last, I think, 5 basic crystals that I've opened, I've pulled 3 Symbiote Spider-Mans, which doesn't make any sense to my brain. There's so many characters in the crystal. What are the odds that I keep pulling the same one over and over and over? I can't even use, like, if it's not a skill awakening gem that I get in the crystal from 5.3, I'm up a creek, man. Because just look at this. Look at this garbage, man. It's unbelievable to me that I've pulled Rhino, let's see, 5 times? What do you think? He's at 90, so I pulled him to 80. So I pulled Rhino 5 times. I've pulled Ant-Man 4 times. And I've now pulled Symbiote Spider-Man 3 times. So that is 12 crystals. And you can look here. Most of these characters are unduped. So the majority of my pulls, like maybe 50%, maybe a little under 50%, are made up of Ant-Man, Rhino, and Symbiote Spider-Man. I just... Oh yeah, and Winter Soldier. I forgot. I pulled Winter Soldier many times. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to focus on Blade. Happy thoughts. We're going to hope to get this skill awakening gem this week. And then we can just forget that this ever happened. I'm not triggered. I'm not upset. I'm just very disappointed. And I'm going to break my microphone in 3, 2, 1. Go!